There were visible marks of the bullet on the unregistered Toyota Camry vehicle parked at the Lamashegu Chief's Palace. According to eyewitnesses, the occupants of the vehicle drove to the Lamashegu Chief's Palace for refuge following the chase by the police. The police is alleged to have shot into the vehicle, injuring an occupant. Some youth of Tamale subsequently took to the streets in the process, burnt car tires, wood on some major highways in the metropolis on Sunday afternoon. The agitated youth even pelted stones at the police patrol team who were on the scene to restore calm. Speaking to Citi News, a traditional leader, Sana Alhaji Abdul Lateef, said he considers the action of the police officer as an attack on the palace.
I am speaking from a layman's point of view, and I think that the shooting was too early. The shooting was too early. At least once the guy was running to the palace, we all know in Dagbon, for that matter, other jurisdictions all over Dagbon, when you are being chased, it is only the chief palace that you run to for refuge. So the guy was running to the palace for refuge. So they should have taken their time, followed him to the palace. The chief will listen, and if it is that, we release the vehicle to the police for the necessary action to be taken. They take it. But shooting the boy, we are all lucky that he's not dead. But I mean, it's too early yet. We don't know what will happen by tomorrow. So that is why you see everybody here. They are here to, give support to the chief, and for that matter, to defend the land of Tamale.
Meanwhile, the assemblyman for Lamakara electoral area, Abubakar Hussaini, who is a brother to the victim, spoke about the condition of the victim.
Actually, I had a call somewhere around 12:30 from a brother of mine who told me that one of my brothers has been shot at the Lamashegu Palace. So I asked him what happened. He said he don't know. So I quickly rushed to the Lamashegu Palace. The tension there was too much, so I couldn't even ask what happened. So I managed to enter to the chief palace. So I went to the chief and asked him what happened. And he told me that one of the boys has been shot. He couldn't identify the boy. So I should quickly rush to the TTH to see how far the guy is doing. So I went there, and the guy happened to be my brother. So I asked them what happened. And they told me that they were driving towards Griko when they saw the policeman with arms on the road. So the policeman asked them to stop. So they also turned and decided not to stop. They were running with their vehicle, and the policeman too was chasing them. So I thought they are running towards the chief police to save themselves. And the man too followed them around to the chief police and shot them. He shot the tie and then the back of the vehicle. Currently, the guy is doing well. They should be angry, but we are just appealing to them to exercise patience while we engage the police and see how we can solve the problem. Because I don't see why the policeman should follow even if the guy is a criminal. The guy enter a chief police. The chief will hand him over, like how he handed the policeman over to them peacefully.
There is currently a joint police and military presence in the area to prevent further violence. In a media interview, the Lamashegu Divisional Police Commander, Chief Superintendent George Yeboah Afari, noted that the police officer at the center of the disturbance has been invited by the regional police headquarters for questioning.
Following that information, in fact, I asked my driver to drive straight to the Lamashegu Palace. When we got there, the crowd was too much, and even my reception was not encouraging. Not by the chief and his elders, but by the youth around. Good. I entered and he said, your man was nearly to be lynched, but he has been brought inside, so find a means to take him away. I then called our patrol team, the FPU, to come, and they came and then whisked all of us away to the regional police headquarters. At the headquarters, I decided to go to the Tamale Teaching Hospital to look or to see the victim it was alleged was hit by a bullet. I went there, and in fact, I saw a 24-year-old man who was on the sick bed. In fact, according to him, or according to reports earlier on, he had been hit with a bullet in the hip. I went there with an investigator. He took pictures of him, and indeed it was a bit of confirmed that he had been hit. And doctors were on him, working on him, and he was also responding to treatment. There and then I decided to come back and then prepare for the other assignment, which is to be with the Vice President's convoy. On getting to the office here, I saw that the youth of Lamashegu, they have massed up on the streets, burning ties, throwing stones at whoever is passing. So the men positioned themselves and were able to repel them to a distance. But information I am receiving now is that this night, the whole police station is going to be razed down. So that is how come you have seen the military and then the police well positioned. So we are waiting to see whatever happens hereafter. The policeman is at the regional headquarters right now. We have placed him at the regional headquarters. It is investigations and further interrogation that will bring that thing out. If I should stay here, stand here and then tell you that he did this or he did that, I will be off track until proper investigation, proper interrogation takes place.
Calm has been restored here in the Lamashegu community. There are, however, fears of possible attacks later on in the night, hence the presence of the police and the military behind me. From the Northern Regional Capital, Tamale, I am Dinah Ungwan, reporting for Citi News.